Did you know that more than 80% of new online businesses fail within the first few years? It's one of those stats you hear so often, you kind of start to tune it out until you're actually living it. I did everything they say you should to launch a business, and it still failed. Well, after seeing inside more than $120 million worth of online businesses, I'm going to share a few things that actually work, and most people don't understand this. So here's the truth. Most side hustles do fail, and they're going to continue failing. Not because you're lazy, but because you're building on shaky foundations, chasing trends, copying somebody else's playbook, or crossing your fingers from some viral miracle that never shows up. Now, in this video today, I'm going to share the 5 lessons I've learned from building one of the largest companies in the world, a 100-person remote company, broken more than $120 million worth of deals, and also just starting a ton of side hustles and businesses myself that have failed and have been successful. I'm going to share everything I've learned from building 6, 7, and 8-figure online businesses, and let's jump right in. Lesson number 1 is you need to master attention. You either pay for it or you pay somebody else to do it. You're going to pay with money or you're going to pay with time to get people's attention. This is the number 1 thing I see most people fail with, and I was guilty of this myself. It's a hard thing to figure out, and it's still something I'm trying to figure out at the right scale. Whether you're running ads, posting videos, writing emails, texting leads, you need to know how to grab people's attention and, more importantly, how to retain it and then transform it into customer. This is where most businesses quietly die. They build the best product in the world and no one knows it exists. Attention is the front door, and keeping that door open at the right price is what makes you profitable. Don't expect any shortcut here. You either learn to do it yourself or find somebody who's lived it and breathes it, because without it, nothing else really matters. Now, we're in the attention economy, and if you've watched other YouTubers, they're really good at grabbing people's attention, the more established people, but they typically lack on the business side. So if I were starting off, I would find somebody who's really good at getting people's attention, and then you become the person who can fill in that void where you're going to run the product and manage the services, and they're going to focus on the attention. So the biggest issues I see is find somebody else who can help you out, grab the attention of other people. And so usually the person who's really good at running the day-to-day operations isn't going to be the person who's super good at grabbing attention. So you either need to pay a person, a spokesperson for this, pay for ads, or you need to find some cost-effective way to get people's attention. If you guys like that part, you're gonna love this. I'm giving away my best-selling book for absolutely free, and here's how you can get the audiobook in just a few seconds. Inside this book is the same techniques I've used to work abroad in paradise in more than 100 different countries. And the best part, this strategy hasn't just worked for me, it's helped hundreds of thousands of people earn more, work less, and travel the world. I'll leave a QR code here where you can get the audiobook for free with a free 30-day Audible subscription. Lesson number 2 is you don't need to invent the next big thing. When you picture an entrepreneur, you probably imagine some genius on a garage inventing the next iPhone. And honestly, that's not the reality for 99% of successful businesses. Most profitable businesses don't invent, they just improve something. Here's what I mean. Think about the mattress industry. For decades, everyone hated buying a mattress, pushy salespeople, weird showrooms, no clear prices. Then Casper came along and made it simple. Order online, ship it in a box, sleep better. They didn't invent sleep, they just fixed the pain points. So the next time you're brainstorming on your next idea, try this. Go read the 2- and 3-star reviews for any existing product or service. Those reviews are like a goldmine. They tell you exactly what's broken, and then all you need to do is fix it, package it better, and launch it. There's no crystal balls needed here. This idea is great because most people think they need to invent the next Uber, Apple, or whatever, but in general, you just need to find a product or industry that hasn't been improved, or there's constant people complaining about things that aren't being served to them. So do your competitor research, figure out where they're lacking, fix it, improve it, and then sell it to people. Lesson number 3 is to make it recurring. Now, make it recurring. Recurring. I hope you get what I'm doing here. There's a reason nearly every single business model in the last decade has shifted to subscriptions or recurring revenue. It's just way cheaper to keep a customer than to find a new one. Like some stats, it's like 5 to 10 times more expensive to find a new customer. So if you're selling something people just buy it once, You're stuck on a treadmill. Every month, you're hunting for the new sales. You're starting at zero every single month, hoping the math works out. But when you add a recurring element, even a small one, your business gets more predictable, cash flow smooths out, and you can actually plan for the future. This is the reason that a lot of businesses that have a recurring element can sell for 2 or 3 times more than businesses that don't. Ask yourself, how can I turn this into a subscription, or what can I bolt on that people need month after month? If you can't answer that, keep thinking until you can. Now, I'm not saying every business out there needs to be recurring, but in general, find something out there that you can make into a recurring subscription. And people think that businesses can't do this. Think about the oldest industry out there, restaurants. How can you make a restaurant recurring? Well, you add a wine of the month club where they get a bottle of wine every month when they come in. You can add on certain things like this into your business that is going to be that recurring element. So there's a lot of great and creative ways to do this, but in general, it's going to make your business a lot more stable and a lot more profitable if you ever do want to sell it in the future. Lesson number 4 is good talent is the hardest thing out there for just about every business owner I've ever talked to. Nobody talks about this enough. Finding and keeping good talent is absolutely brutal, especially early on for small and medium-sized businesses. In the beginning, you don't really have the cash flow to hire a full team. So even when you do, the wrong hire can cost you months and months of time and momentum. I've learned this, and I am still learning this over and over. It is hard to find good talent. Even if you want to pay double or triple, it's still really hard to attract talent, even if you have the budget. But in general, small and medium-sized companies just don't have that extra bandwidth to find good talent. So what you need to do is get really creative here. Essentially, you need to be the redundancy, and if you want to find good talent, having a good brand and being able to find people inside your industry is going to be absolutely essential. Utilizing third parties like talent agencies, staffing agencies, and firms like this could be a good way to sift through the bad talent, and they can bring you a more curated selection, but you still need to go through and make sure that you're going through a normal, hard process to qualify them. And the saying, hire slow, fire fast, couldn't be more true. Lesson number 5 is you need to smash the subscribe button to make sure that you get alerted about new videos that are coming out every single week. But really, lesson number 5 here is you'll never be ready to start. If you're waiting for permission for the perfect plan, you're gonna be waiting forever. Every big shift in my life, moving abroad, starting new ventures, pivoting when things broke, it never felt convenient, and I was never fully prepared. And what I always say is your growth is on the other end of that uncomfortable feeling. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, anytime I'm feeling like I don't want to do something or feels uncomfortable, I know it's going to be a growth moment for me. And so have that perspective, know that that challenge is going to be the thing that gets you to the next level. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about all these other business lessons or just get some help on building your own business, I'm going to leave some links below where you can join my community with a 7-day free trial. And you're going to be able to join live trainings with me, ask me questions, and just get some help along starting your own business, getting your first customers. And make sure you check out that link. And I'm also going to link a video here for you that's going to be super relevant for what you're looking for.